So which one is the unity power factor load?
ইউনিটি লোড, স্যার এটা কি রেজিস্টিভ লোডের কথা বলা হচ্ছে যে কোনো?
So
ও
unity power factor means what? Unity power factor means power
ও
factor cos phi equal
ইউনিটি
to 1.
পাওয়ার ফ্যাক্টর, ওকে আন্ডারস্টুড স্যার।
Unity means 1.
So
So
1,
cos
yes
phi
sir.
equal to 1 means
Sir
phi
cos
equal to how
0
much? Phi
degree,
equal to 0 degree.
0 degree, yes sir.
So phi equal to 0 degree means there is no phase difference between the voltage and current. And when it is applicable, it is only applicable in case of the resistive load,
Pure
purely
resistive.
resistive load. Because
মানে
if it is mixed with the inductor, if the resistance is mixed with the inductor, then phi will not be 0 degree. If it is mixed with the capacitor, then also the phi will not be 0 degree. So in case of a pure resistance where there is no effect of the inductance and capacitance, the phase angle is 0 degree between the voltage and current, and we call it the unity power factor load. Okay, because load means what? Transformer is used to supply the current, and supply the current means we need to connect some load in the secondary side. Otherwise, if the secondary will be open circuited, there will be no current flowing to the secondary terminal. So the purpose of the transformer installation is not fulfilled. So obviously we need to connect some of the loads, and load is different types. So this is a unity power factor load. And here, what will be the change we need to draw in the diagram? Only this one. So here you see that is the V2 and this is the I2. And you see what is the angle between V2 and I2?
sir it's 0 degree. Same phase,
0
sir.
degree.
0 degree.
As it is mentioned that unity load, unity power factor load. So that means these thing only need to change here. And here I just draw or follow the conventional figure which is there in the books, means phi as the reference. So V2 and I2 should be in same phase. So that means there will be no I2X2 drop, because as it is a purely resistive load, so this will not be affected here. Now only the I2 R2 drop will be there, and the summation of this V2 and I2 R2 is the E2. Similarly, in the same phase, we need to draw the E1 according to the magnitude. Here, for the illustration purpose, I just extend the value of E1. Otherwise, if I just put arrow here, it will looks more clumsy. That's why I just extend the line and just draw the E1. After this one, as E1, E2 in this line, so obviously we need to draw the phi in this A, because phi is actually 90 degree leading from this E1, E2. Rest of the things are exactly same. After that, we need to extend the value of this E1 as V1 dash, then I2 as I2 dash. Then from V1, we need to draw this IW and I mu. After that, we take the summation of IW, I mu to find out this I0. After I0, I0 plus I2 dash equal to I1. Then I1 in the same parallel line, we need to draw I1 R1, 90 degree leading, I1 X1. Then the summation of B1 dash, I1 R1, I1 X1 gives me the value of B1. So the procedure is same, only you need to remember these steps. And at last, this is the transformer, phasor diagram of the transformer under leading power factor load. So here you see under leading power factor load. What is the meaning of this leading power factor load? What type of load we connect to get this type of phasor diagram?
So inductive load.
Right? Leading power factor load
ও
means what?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, সরি সরি সরি, ক্যাপাসিটিভ লোড।
Capacitive load. Always remember this one.
হ্যাঁ
Always remember
সিভিল
this
স্যার,
one.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
IVIL. Okay.
ইআইভিআইএল।
In case of capacitor, current leads. In case of inductor, the voltage leads. Okay, and leading lagging in based on the current, not based on the voltage. These are some basic things you need to know in case of a electrical engineer, that in case of a transformer, the step up step down is based on the voltage, not based on the current. Similarly, the leading lagging power factor, because this thing is related everywhere in the electrical engineering, up to your 4th year, up to 8th semester, or if you go for the higher study, then up to the 10th semester, that thing will not leave you anywhere, this leading lagging term. So leading lagging power factor means it is based on the current. If the current leads from the voltage, we call it leading power factor. If current lags from the voltage, then we call it the lagging power factor. So this leading lagging is based on the current, not based on the voltage. So here you see, this is not a purely capacitive load. Here it's a leading power factor load, means this one. Here you see, this angle is actually leading. Here, the current I2 is leads from the V2 by an angle more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. So this capacitor is actually mixed with some of the resistance, but it will produce this leading power factor condition. Then the rest of the thing is exactly same. After I2, we need to draw I2 R2 J I2 X2. Then the summation of V2 I2 R2 J I2 X2 gives me the value of E2. Okay. Then E2 and E1 is in the same phase. Then with 90 degree leading condition phi m, then we need to extend the E1 to get the V1 dash. IW is in same phase with V1 dash. I mu is in same phase with phi. Summation of this IW I mu gives me the value of I0. We need to extend the I2 in the opposite direction to get the reflected value I2 dash. Summation of this I0 and I2 dash give me the value of I1, which is actually the primary winding current. And this I1 R1 and I1 X1 is actually the resistance reactance drop in the primary winding. And after we take the summation of this V1 dash, I1 R1, I1 X1, we get the values of V. So the procedure is same. It's a request that in this holiday, please remember these steps and please try to draw this by your own. Then you need to check this one because this figure is everywhere. If you just Google it, everywhere this thing is there. This notes is also with you. So you try to draw this one and let's see that are you able to remember these steps or not. And if your figure looks exactly like this one, you will get a very good marks in the semester, no doubt. So that was the transformer phasor diagram. Now come to the last topic of this chapter, which is the transformer efficiency. What is called the transformer efficiency? Because this term efficiency is related to every instrument we used. What is the efficiency of your mobile charger? What is the efficiency of the geyser? What is the efficiency of our AC? What is the efficiency of our sound bar or whatever we have? So this term efficiency is used everywhere. What is the meaning of this one? Efficiency means the output power by input power. Means how much we actually giving to that machine or the apparatus as a input and how much we are getting. So the take means suppose a sound thing is there in this. I have a sound bar which takes 60 watt from the wall socket. So the input power is 60 watt. Now we are not measuring the output power in electrical form because it's not giving any electrical form, but it gives a sound output. So maximum it gives a say 200 watt PMPO sound output. So now we have a conversion that how much we are giving to that sound bar, how much we are getting from this one, and the ratio is called the efficiency of this one. So efficiency is nothing but in case of a transformer, the output power and the input power. Fortunately, in case of a transformer, both the output power and input power are in the same electrical form. We are getting the power output and input power in the same form, not in the different form. Now, what is output power? Why the input power and output power are changed? Why not whatever you are giving, we can take the same thing? Why not it's happen?
Sir, the I
So
squirrel
there are some losses,
losses,
Very good.
like
Very
I
good.
squirrel
There
loss, then
Very good. There are some losses inside every machine. So forget about the FD machine. Now we are talking about the transformer. So in case of transformer, there are also some losses. And who will actually supply that losses? Obviously the input power. So that means we give some power as an input to the transformer, and that input power is responsible for supplying the output power as well as scatter this loss. Now, that's why this input power in the first line in the denominator is actually changed to the output power. It is actually the summation of output power plus the losses. And how many types of losses are there? There are copper losses and there are coal losses. So last day, I think I have explained that why the losses is termed as with the name of two metal, copper and iron.
yes, sir.
Because this copper losses is actually decrease the amount of copper, very less obviously, but actually for a suppose 10 years or after 10 years or 20 years we need to change the winding because that time measurable amount of copper will be lost. It is obviously if we use a transformer for one day, it's not measurable that how much copper is lost due to this one day operation. So for the long time definitely some losses will be there. And iron loss happen inside the core, and copper losses generally happen inside the winding. Now, thus, the per unit efficiency at load current I2 and power factor cos phi 2 is, now this is actually the formula in per unit. This is actually the formula. And now we have a secondary current I2, load current. Obviously the secondary current and load currents are same because they are connected in
sir.
series, and the power factor of the load is cos phi 2. Yes, hello.
I think ওর নেটওয়ার্ক সমস্যা।
কার, আমার না ওর?
ওর স্যার, আপনি ঠিক আছে, আপনার
Okay,
সমস্যা
okay.
নেই।
So the power factor cos phi 2, what should be the formula for the efficiency? Now you need to remember this formula, because I have wrote this one in, I think, just check this one in my transformer note, means the PDF note, not the slides. This type of formulas are there in note, because when I was in Haldia, then I need to teach in a plain, means blackboard. That time the facilities was not there that I can use the PPT. So that time at last of this chapter, I just give the student the useful formula list. There are few 7 to 8 formulas are there in case of the transformer, and if you write the formulas in a gist form, then exam time it will help more, because as you will give a online examination, so obviously you have access to check the formulas. And if you in that time, if you just write the formulas in a fair copy, then it will help you more in this time, because in 2 marks question they generally ask you to find out some of the numerical value, and in that time if you just try to remember this one, it will kill a lot of time. So this formula you need to remember, the efficiency for the formula. What is the efficiency formula? First is the output power. How to measure the output power? Output power is V2 I2 cos phi 2. Very easy to remember, because V2 is the terminal voltage across the load, I2 is the load current, cos phi 2 is the power factor of the load. So we know that in case of AC, the formula for the power is VI cos phi. We are talking about the active power, obviously. So VI cos phi means that VI cos phi is replaced by V2 I2 cos phi 2 in case of a transformer secondary. That is the output power. Now, how to find out the input power? The output power is remain unchanged in here, V2 I2 cos phi 2. Then the copper loss. How to find out the copper loss? Copper loss is nothing but the I square R loss. Now, how many currents are there in case of a transformer? Acha, first of all, are you remember this one? I square R is the copper loss, because when we actually supply the current through a resistance, then heat will produced, and this is the formula for heat generation, I square R. And due to this prolonged heat, some portion of the surface metal will be melt. That's why it is called this ohmic loss, or the loss due to the resistance. Now, in case of the transformer, same formula you can apply. Now in case of transformer, how many currents are there? Tell me, how many currents are there? বলো, very basic question তো, কটা
Sir,
voltage?
তো
হ্যাঁ,
I1 and I2.
I1 and I2. Okay. And how many resistance are there?
Sir, দুটোই R1 and R2.
Yes, two resistance for the two winding. Primary winding resistance R1 or the secondary winding resistance R2. So which one you follow? Is it I1 R1 square or I2 R2 square? Which one? So this copper loss is actually the cumulative copper loss in primary winding as well as in the secondary winding. That means actually if we take the actual formula, then it should be I1 R1 square plus I2 R2 square. But what will be the problem? Problem is that we need to measure the primary current, we need to measure the secondary current, we need to measure the primary resistance, secondary resistance, all these things. So that will be a problem. So that's why not we take the equivalent formula? So here you see, that is actually the advantage of making the equivalent thing. Here, this is the copper loss, and copper loss, they actually take the RE2. RE2 means what? Equivalent resistance of the transformer based on the secondary side. And in that time, we should take the values of the, sorry, the formula is I square R. I just wrote IR square. This is actually the formula I square R. This is the wrong formula. So this is actually the I2 square into RE2. Now, if you take the primary, if you take the equivalent resistance, refer to the primary side, then what will be the formula? Somebody please say. If we take the
I1 R1 square.
ভালো করে বলো। If we take everything based on the primary, then what will be the copper loss formula?
আচ্ছা
Sir,
আচ্ছা
I1 square R.
I1
Square
square
R
into R.
I1 square into R কি করে হয়? R এর সঙ্গে আর কি আছে বল?
Sir, R1.
No R1.
Sir, RE1.
Yes, it should be RE1, equivalent resistance, because we are actually measuring the copper loss primary winding as well as in the secondary winding. So if you say R1, R2, then it should be a particular side. So you should take the cumulative resistance or equivalent resistance. Then
Okay, sir.
either it is RE1 or RE2. If you take the RE1, then the current should be I1. If you take the RE2, then the current should be I2. And PI is actually the iron loss. Okay, PI is actually the iron loss. We doesn't have a formula for measuring the iron loss. We have only one test to measuring this loss, which is called the open circuit test. Using the open circuit test only, we can get the iron loss. Some formulas are there for the iron loss or the eddy current or in the hysteresis loss, but generally people not use that formula. People just do the open circuit test in a single phase transformer to find out this loss. Okay, so this is the per unit efficiency of a transformer based on the I2 and cos phi 2 power factor. So people need to remember, don't worry about the iron loss. If it is asked in the question, then iron loss should be supplied. These value should be supplied in the question. Sometime by very easy English word, just like the iron loss is this one. Sometimes it's little bit modified word, like during the open circuit test, the wattmeter gives this reading. So people need to remember that during the open circuit test, whatever be the wattmeter reading, that is nothing but the iron loss. So this type of modification should be there in the exam. You people need to prepare yourself according to this one. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this last paragraph which is written? The meaning of the last paragraph is that since the transformer is a static device, there is no rotational losses such as wind edge and frictional losses in a rotating machine. In a well-designed transformer, the efficiency can be as high as 99%. So generally, if we buy a transformer from the market, the efficiency is very close to 98 to 99%. Why? Because there is no such rotational losses in the transformer. Transformer is not like a machine or a motor or a generator which has some rotational losses. But as a transformer is a completely static device, so this type of rotational losses is completely absent in the transformer. So the efficiency is very, very high. If you get a transformer whose efficiency is 90%, don't buy this one, because respect to a motor, 90% efficiency motor is very good. But respect to a transformer, 90% efficient transformer is bad. Okay, transformer efficiency should be 90, at least 97 to 99%, but not less than this one. বোঝা গেছে why the transformer efficiency is very high?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you see, these type of so many questions we can come from this one, that what is the efficiency formula, then how can we what is the copper loss formula, what is the iron loss formula, from where we get the copper loss, from where we get the iron loss, then why the transformer efficiency is very high. There so many objectives can be there from this particular slides. So you people need to be careful, but everything is very easy, but you need to remember few things. I'm not saying that that one is very easy because I'm just teaching this one. This is only my subject. I doesn't need to study the whatever you have, physics or chemistry in this semester. Physics
Chemistry, sir.
and mathematics also, naki?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
So physics,
Yes.
physics, mathematics, and basic electrical.
No, sir. Chemistry,
Chemistry,
maths, basic
And
electric.
basically,
Oh, chemistry, math, basic electrical. So is there any the computer subject, means the programming or any other kind of thing?
No, sir. Designing subject is there.
Designing of what?
Sir, graphics
paper
design.
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
Oh,
graphics.
graphics, yes. So you see that I need to study this one, and I doesn't need to give the exam, and I'm teaching this one for the last 16 years. And you are the student who is actually studying this subject for the first time. And you people, apart from this particular subject, you need to study a lot of other things. So that means as a student, I think agree that this one is little bit complicated to remember. That's why one advice is that, because in our time there will be no internet, no mobile phones, even no computer when I grow up. So either we have two options: either study or play in the, not obviously in the home, in the field, either in the football or in the cricket or whatever you want to do in the outdoor games. But now people have so many options. You can spend your time with your mobile, because so many options are there, with your laptop, with your friends, indoor game, outdoor game, so many other kinds of things. So your engagement will increases. And the problem is that due to this one, you are not study properly. So it's my advice is that I like to play game when I was in student. When I like to play video games. I generally play a lot of video game that time, but obviously it will hamper my study. So one time I feel all these things and I just pack my computer and put it in a storeroom. But the thing is that when I grown up, when I get a job, when I am settled in my life, then I see that after some time, after your settlement, you get enough time to play all these kind of things. Nowadays also I play with my son, not obviously this physical type of game. I'm talking about the computer game. So I have a desktop, gaming desktop. I download all these games from the torrent. I play all these things. So now I have that time, and it doesn't affect my this study or any other kind of thing. But it should be after some time. If I start doing all these things in my student life, obviously it will hamper my time. So it's my advice is that just take these 4 years as a very tough time. So just concentrate on your study. After 4 years, obviously, 50 to 70% student get a campus job definitely, and rest of the 30% student will get a job within 6 to 8 months. Okay. So in worst case, they will get a job after 1 year, because I'm studying for 16 years in this engineering college, not obviously RCCIT. Previously, I was in Haldia Institute of Technology. Then in 2012, I shifted here. And I see that whatever be the quality of the student may be very bad in study, but they will definitely not get a job from the campus interview. But after they pass out, within 1 year, everybody will do something. Okay, and the job is, and the salary is at least 15 to 20,000. Okay, I agree that in this time, this 15 to 20,000 salary is less, but as a startup, as a freshers, this salary is quite good. So obviously, you people will not stay at your home. The depression will come in our time also, because when I pass in 2012, that time Laden put a bomb in the New York, and that time if no software company will came in our B college also, and that time nobody will get a campus job. After that, maximum people will get a campus job in the software job from the off campus. Then somebody like me go to the higher study, somebody start the entrepreneurship business like this one. So that time I just depressed that I study in a premium institute in Kolkata in the West Bengal, but till I'll not get any job from the campus interview. Not I, obviously everybody, because no placement will be there in that 2012, 2002. So that's why after passing this engineering study, if you not get a job, don't depress. Believe me, within 1 year or within 1.5 years, you definitely get a job. But if you study properly, then it's a very good chance is there that you get a campus interview job. That time I'm not taking that just study the basic electrical that will help you to get a good job. No, I'm not saying this one. There is some different issue that how to study to enhance the knowledge and how to study to get a job. People generally go for, maximum people nowadays, that they actually go to the second option. They actually study to get a good job. But how to settle there? Good job, suppose if you just study like this one, how to get a good job from the campus interview in software, you will definitely get a job. But in the software, you need to do something, and what you do, that time this type of thing will come in picture. Because software doesn't that they will actually do for the aliens job, not like this one. They actually try to find out the solution which is there in our daily life. Like who is actually maintain that IRCTC portal?
No idea, sir.
This is meant by TCS. This is actually made and maintained by the TCS. Similarly, the maximum now in our time means 5 years back, every this ATM software is actually maintained by the TCS. But now they're actually outsourcing. Some of the parties going for the CTS also. So this type of thing actually they do, which is used by the normal people. So many softwares are there in the electrical engineering. When you come to the 6th semester, 5th semester, even 7th semester, you will apply this software in our college, because that software is a hardware license software. Means you are not able to pirate this one. Maximum software is a pirated software. Obviously, no, I'm not using any pirated software right now, because in this laptop everything is genuine. I use every pirated software in my college PC, because college only give me a PC, no software. So, but some, what is the meaning of this hardware license key software? Hardware license key software means along with the software package, they actually give you a USB drive. And that USB drive, some hardware is actually inbuilt, embedded with this software. Means when the software wants to run, they actually check that this hardware is present or not. If it is present, then the software will run, otherwise it is not run. Like the PSCAD, ETAB, every software is there in our college, in our labs, and you people will use that particular software. And some of the softwares are programming software, some of the softwares are simulated software. That simulated softwares are very easy to use, and that is also very much interesting. But the most powerful software, which is based on the programming. So that means I heard from your first year coordinator that you have a coding class, coding slot, but the class is not started yet, isn't?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
have some coding
Means
class,
in
but
your routine, the slots are there, but actually it is not
no,
started yet.
no, sir. In routine, there are no slots for coding, sir. Previously, sir told us when he gave the routine, sir said that it is a temporary routine. We will
Oh,
update this one, but that thing didn't happen.
that is a very unfortunate, because nowadays to get a software job, every people must know this coding. Okay, because coding has now is, I think it's not a right time to discuss all these things with you. But remember one thing, that if you want to get a grade, want to get a job from the campus interview in software, start learning the coding from now. And these codings are very easy, because I doesn't have any books even in my home or in my college in this coding. But everything, when I means every time when I feel any problem in the coding, I just Google it, I get the solution there. And using this one, I have a 18 or 19 projects in our college. And if you want to come to see this project, that is means all our embedded system project, means one microcontroller is there. Generally, I use the Node MCU, I use the Arduino, I use the Raspberry Pi, and these need to be programmed. And that programming gives you a very good idea about what you need to do. Programming is actually the tool. It can do anything which you want, if it is possible. Like using the microcontroller, I have a home automation project. Home automation project means using the Google Alexa, means using the Amazon Alexa and the Google the Siri, the Apple Siri. If I just give a command to my mobile, one of the bulb will on. And that is not a ready-made thing, that is made by me. And that is very easy. Means if you just learn these things, within 15 to 20 minutes, you can easily build this one. Everything I have, so all are programmed. But one thing you like to means you need to remember that programming only, the concept of programming only gives you a good job, no other thing. First it's come the programming, then obviously the subject knowledge.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, suppose if I don't want to pursue my career in IT industry, so then being an electrical engineer, what are the career options for me?
The best option after passing out this one, you in the 4th year or from the 3rd year, you just need to start the study to get a score in the GATA, Graduate Aptitude Testing
Yes,
Engineering.
yes, sir.
And after passing out the GATE, you have so many options, means to get a very good government job. Okay, because now all the government job are now required a GATE qualified student. Sometimes in our time, not in our time, because in our time only the exam was there. There is no relation between the gate and this one. People generally give the gate to get a higher study and to get the stipend. And nowadays it become mandatory that to sit in a interview, every candidate must be qualified in gate. So that is, if you not want to go to this software industry, then take this is your prime aim in this engineering to get a very good score in the gate. And believe me, that one is not easy because
Sir, a lot of competition.
yeah, lot of means no, lot of things are everything means in the university also lot of type of question is there. But the problem is solution is that if you just study 10 years question in the university, believe me, you get every question common. And that's why the book is there, which is called in our time in Bengali, it is called the Chhatra Bandhu, because
Organizer kind of thing, no,
yeah,
sir?
the organizer.
Organizer, yes, sir.
That organizer is now become the Gita or this Guru Granth Sahib in the engineering study or the Quran, like this one.
Mhm.
Okay, but if you believe that if I have the organizer, I generally I collected this organizer from the bathroom, because when I need to
Okay.
when I give a exam guard, then I saw that sometimes some people go to the bathroom and they take actually half an hour like this one. So I just visited that place, student bathroom. I get so many books. It looks like a library. So somebody put in the commode also. In a means you wrapping in a plastic sheet, they actually put the books in the commode. The means the system of the commode. So I got a good condition organizer. I just collected it from there and put it. I just in a free time I just read this thing, and I see that the questions are generally means if you want to find out the 10 years question, then this book is good, but the solution is worst. Okay,
No.
means after 3 lines they actually skip the next 20 lines and just write the answer like this one. So don't please study the organizer, because so many other options are also there. If you want to get the last 10 years question paper, Markout has also have studied the Markout exam.net is there for finding out the previous year's question, all these things.
স্যার
Okay,
আমাদের লাইব্রেরিতে অর্গানাইজার পাওয়া যায়?
বেটা লাইব্রেরিতে কখন অর্গানাইজার পাওয়া যায় এটা বলিস না।
Sir, organizer is illegal, no?
Organizer, yes, organizer is not illegal. It's not illegal because the theories they are not actually copying the theory from anywhere. They are actually copying the theories from some of the sites, some of the means the foreign sites, and generally they doesn't have any intention to find out the copyright, all these things. To remember one thing, that to find out the questions, last 10 years question, that book is good, but don't take it as a means a prime textbooks. You can take it as reference.
স্যার বাকি সবকিছু বাদ দিয়েও অ্যাটলিস্ট এইটুকু আন্দাজা করা যায় যে কিভাবে অ্যান্সার গুলো লিখতে হয়,
হ্যাঁ,
একটা কোশ্চেনের অ্যান্সার কিভাবে লিখতে হয়, অ্যাটলিস্ট এইটুকু জানার জন্য ম্যাকআউট মানে এই অর্গানাইজার যদি আমি দেখি, এতে
হ্যাঁ, সে
ক্ষতি কি
obviously
আছে?
দেখতেই পারিস, কিন্তু ওখান থেকে স্টাডি করিস না, ওখান থেকে যে থিওরি গুলো
না,
দেয়
না।
সেগুলো স্টাডি করিস না।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, মানে জাস্ট একটা আইডিয়া নেওয়ার জন্য যে একটা
Yes,
কোশ্চেনের অ্যান্সার কিভাবে
yes,
আমি
yes,
লিখবো পরীক্ষার খাতায়।
ঠিক আছে।
মানে অনেক কিছু হয়তো জানি, বাট ওটাকে একটু শর্ট ফর্মে মানে পুরোটা কংক্রিট ভাবে লেখা, ওইটা অন্তত আন্দাজা পাবো সেটা থেকে, সেটুকুর
একটা
জন্য।
সেমিস্টারে ফার্স্ট সেমিস্টার তো সবে এখন ঢুকলি, just give the only one semester, you will automatically means have an idea that how to get a marks in good marks in the markout examination.
স্যার
Yes,
হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি একটু লেট জয়েন করেছিলাম স্যার, আমি রোল নাম্বার 2।
এখনো হয়নি, দাঁড়া পরে দেবো আবার।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওকে ওকে স্যার।
Okay, now the condition for maximum efficiency, that when the efficiency of the transformer become maximum. So you have a proof that no, you doesn't have any proof right now that what is the condition for maximum efficiency. So you need to remember this one. Then when the variable copper loss is equal to the constant iron loss, then only the maximum efficiency occur in case of a transformer. Now, why this thing is written variable copper loss? Because if you just look at the formula, this Re2 is actually this Re2 is fixed, because for a particular installation, this Re2 equivalent resistance referred to the secondary or primary, these are actually fixed, but this I2 is not fixed. I2 is the secondary load current. So if you just put a light load, then I2 will be high. If you put a heavy load, I2 will be low. So based on the load, the I2 or the magnitude of the secondary current will decide it, and that is called the variable copper loss. But iron loss is always constant, because whatever be the current taken by the secondary side, the no load current is remain same, and this one is actually creating the this iron loss. So iron loss is a constant loss, copper loss is a variable loss, but when these two losses are equal, then only the maximum efficiency occurs. This is another formula for the efficiency. In some of the numerical, you need to use that formula. This is equal to ms cos phi by ms cos phi plus pi plus m square pc. What is this m? M is the given load by full load. It is written that m is the given load by full load. What is the meaning of this one? It means that what is the full load? What do you mean by full load? Literally, what is the meaning of this full load? আমি যদি বলি যে my bike is running at full load means what?
Sir,
Sir,
full
in full
potential.
speed, in full
In
potential.
full potential, okay. So that means in case of electrical engineering, load means generally the current. Okay, how much load is there? It is actually decided by the current. When the current is maximum, when it is short circuit.
Short circuited, yes.
Remember two quantity. The voltage is maximum when it is open circuit. The current is maximum when it is short circuit. So full load means when the transformer secondary is short circuited, and given load means actually what is the load connected in the secondary side. So that is called the given load. Full load means always the short circuit. So the ratio between these two things is actually the N, which is the PI bus PC full load. PC full load means full load copper loss. Full load copper loss we can get from the short circuit test. These are all important for the objective, that from where we get the full load copper loss. So full load copper loss, we can get it from short circuit test. Whatever be this wattmeter reading gives us, that is nothing but the PC full load. PC means copper, PI means iron. PI constant this iron loss found from the open circuit test, and this is the variable copper loss. And PC full load we can get it from, or you can found it from the open circuit test, short circuit test. And AC is the rated VA of the transformer. Every transformer is rated sum of the volt ampere, and S is nothing but this one, which can be found out from the nameplate of the transformer. Come to this one, the energy efficiency, all day efficiency. Now what is called the all day efficiency? All day efficiency means throughout the day, what is the efficiency of the transformer? Generally now we take the average thing, because suppose some of the times suppose you are already given the class 1 to class 10 examination. Now in class 1 you stood first, but in class 10 your roll number say become 20. So that means every time your efficiency not remain same. Sometimes obviously for the first boy who is first from class 1 to class 10, this is the exceptional thing, but generally some of the year you actually perform very good in exam, and some of the years your performance is little bit bad or deteriorates. So that means your efficiency is not remain same throughout the 1 to 12, same as this one. The efficiency of the transformer is not remain same throughout the day. That's why we take the average this thing. So this is the energy output over 24 hour, energy input over 24 hour. Same energy output over 24 hours, energy output plus the energy losses over 24 hour. Why need to do this thing? Because lot of transformers are there in the industry and in the domestic purposes and for the power supply purposes. So it is very difficult to maintain the efficiency of the transformer in a particular hour basis. That's why generally we take the monthly efficiency, or the daily efficiency, or the average annual efficiency, like this one. Okay.
স্যার কপার লস বা আয়রন লস এগুলোকে রিডিউস কি করে করব আমরা?
Look, if a conductor carries the current, then it should have a loss. You are not able to nullify it, means to make it zero. That is a normal thing. Now, how to reduce the copper loss? Obviously, if we wound the transformer by the golden wire, then the copper loss will be minimized, because gold is the material which has a very, very low resistance even compared to the copper also. So that means if the question comes how to minimize this type of loss, the answer is that using a very good conductor whose ohmic resistance is very, very low, we can reduce the copper loss. And if the interviewer asks you the another question, can I make it zero? The answer is no. If a winding carries the current, then it have some copper loss. Whatever be the quantity, it may obviously may be very low, but copper loss is a finite loss. You cannot make it zero. We cannot even make the superconductor which has a zero resistance even. Okay, and the second answer is that how to minimize the core loss. So using some different materials in the core, like we are using the silicon steel. So this silicon steel actually gives us a very good strength, as well as it provides a very low reluctance path for the core, and its ohmic resistance is also low. So based on this property, we actually using the silicon core for build a very good or the big transformer, and that in this way we can reduce the core loss or the iron loss. So that means just changing or choosing the proper material for the core, we can reduce the core loss, and choosing the proper material for the winding, the coil winding, we can reduce the copper loss. বুঝা গেছে? কিন্তু এটা আমরা জিরো কখনোই করতে পারি না।
স্যার কপার লস কি পাওয়ার ফ্যাক্টরের উপর নির্ভর করে?
Copper loss is not depend upon the power factor, because the power factor is actually the ratio between voltage and current, and the this copper loss is actually the I square R loss. So based on the power factor, the other things are generally dependent, that how much active powers is there, how much reactive powers are there. These are actually depend upon the power factor, but the losses is actually not depend upon the power factor, because this is a resistive loss. Resistive loss, তো রেজিস্ট্যান্স কখনো কোনো পাওয়ার ফ্যাক্টর বা অ্যাঙ্গেলের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে, ইট ইজ অবভিয়াসলি ইন দ্য সেম ফেজ উইথ দ্য ভোল্টেজ।
মানে স্যার আয়রন লসও নির্ভর করে না পাওয়ার ফ্যাক্টরের উপর?
Iron loss is depend upon the frequency of excitation. Okay, in our just go through the PDF notes of my which is available in my sites or in the classroom also, this single phase transformer PDF note, where you see the formula for the eddy current and hysteresis was written. Now, if you just look at the eddy current and hysteresis formula, then you see that there is a term frequency square. So that means this iron loss is actually depend upon the frequency of excitation. Means whatever the iron loss we observe for the 50 hertz excitation, we will not observe the same as the 60 hertz excitation. For the 60 hertz, the iron, the eddy current loss and copper loss, eddy current loss and hysteresis loss will be more. So these iron losses depend upon the frequency, and the copper losses depend upon the resistance of the winding as well as in the current.
ওকে স্যার।
Now, come to the voltage regulation of the transformer. 1 minute, please. Okay, so one thing is that I like to shift my room from this room to that one, another room. So for this one, I just want to take 5-minute break, and after 5 minutes, that means at 2:45, I will start the class again, and I will take the class up to 3. Is it okay?
ওকে
স্যার সেম লিঙ্ক?
Okay, sir. No issues.
No, not link same, because just go to my classroom and just click the video icon, it will open.
Okay, sir.
ওকে স্যার, ওকে স্যার।
Okay, so tell
Sir,
me the roll
attendance
number,
টা?
please. Roll number 2.
স্যার রোল নাম্বার 2 স্যার।
Yes, next.
Sir,
Anyone?
roll number 26, sir.
26,
Sir, 31.
31, 31,
41.
41. Okay,
স্যার রোল নাম্বার 20।
20. So please come back at 2:45, okay?
Okay,
ওকে
sir.
স্যার।
So just click on the video link, it will open.